But you guys, look how cute this one looks. These kind of swirls is exactly what I am trying to achieve. Just in case you guys don't really know the method to my madness, I finally took the leap and decided to, I'm sorry you guys, I am not going back to work for somebody else ever again. Can you guys like vote in the comments and help me out? Do you like candle A with the bow, or hey everyone, brand new week here in my studio. Well, the studio kind of takes over my house sometimes, but new studio vlog here this week. I am Jocelyn, the owner of Divine Love Bath Co. If you guys don't know me yet, I make everything from soaps to candles to bath bombs. It's a big old long list. This week, I am going to be working on more soap projects. Just in case you guys don't really know the method to my madness, why I'm doing so much soap right now when I have a long list of things that I work on. The soap takes the longest because some of it actually has a couple of weeks prep time, like my chamomile soap that has several weeks prep time where the chamomile has to infuse into the olive oil. And then every soap that I do that's cold process takes at least 4 to 6 weeks to cure. So that's why I'm putting a ton of focus on all my soaps right now, so that I know that those are well done before the market. Bath bombs, on the other hand, have a shelf life of 6 months. So that is something that I do not want to start until mid-March going through April. That is also a very time-consuming kind of product, and the reason why is because you have to make them, then you have to let them dry, then you have to wrap them, and I don't know why, but the wrapping seems to just take a long time. I usually sit in front of my computer, turn on some movies or something, get them wrapped up, shrink wrap them. It just seems to, especially with the little minis that I sell, that takes a lot of time. And then with a lot of the bath bombs, I also paint them. So any of those ones, painting one bath bomb could take, painting one bath bomb could be like 15 to 20 minutes, depending. So those are just very time consuming. So that's why I am trying to give them the most time possible, so that they have a whole 6 week span where I'm just going to be really working on them alone. And then anything else that I need to wrap up for the markets to get ready for them. I am still waiting to hear back from 2 of the markets to see if I got in. I don't think I'm going to hear on that for another couple of weeks. And then the market that I just discovered last week, that one, I have not heard the dates yet. I finally took the leap and decided to apply to Amazon Handmade. I actually haven't done the Handmade application yet, because if you want to do Amazon Handmade, what you have to do is actually become a seller first. So sign up for just a regular seller account. So I did it last night, and that is still in the process of being verified at this point. They said that I should hear back from them within probably 48 hours, 72 hours. So today is Monday. I probably expect to hear from them by like Wednesday or Thursday, and then I can go ahead and do the second part of the application, which is the handmade part. That is where I would have to describe to them what it is that I make, the ingredients that I use, the tools that I use, and everything. Because Amazon, unlike the screening with Etsy, Amazon really wants to make sure that you are hand making this product and not just selling. If any of you guys are interested in Amazon Handmade, they do, so normal sellers have to pay $40 a month to like have a shop on Amazon. They waive that for the handmade sellers. And so last night when I was brainstorming, because I'm sorry you guys, I am not going back to work for somebody else ever again. I won't go into it further, but yeah, I'm not going back to work for somebody again. So that's why I'm starting to brainstorm. I do not want to do Etsy. I was on Etsy for I have two reasons why I don't want to do Etsy. First of all, I was on there probably a year ago for 6 months, made one sale. So no, I think Etsy very much nowadays, unless you're going to advertise, or you're one of their chosen sellers, it's gonna be very hard to make money on there. Also, when I did finally enter my EIN with them, they said that they couldn't find me in the IRS system and suspended my account. So that was all the signs that I needed to get off of Etsy. So don't recommend in the comments, please, that I do Etsy. That's a no. So we'll try the Amazon Handmade. I will let you guys know if that's a success or not, or if it's a fail. Since it's basically free and then you only pay them 15% if you sell something, I think it's worth, taking a little bit of time to set that up and see how it goes. I did get my new canopy this week, and I actually want to take it outside and set it up and waterproof it. So while I'm doing all of that, I'm gonna show it to you guys because it's one of these new canopies with, it has like awnings that sit out the side. So it will be 18 feet across if I set up the awnings. And with the products like mine, with the candles, with the soaps, with everything that's so temperature sensitive, because I'm not doing crochet or whatever, although I don't think crocheters want their products sitting in the sun a whole lot either, because I imagine their colors would fade. But with my products, they're a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more temperamental. So what I love about this canopy is, even at the markets where I'm still only using a 10 by 10 space, I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to put it so that goes out as an awning at the front, and that will protect me. Or I could even like turn it around at any time, whatever point the sun is coming from. I can't always do that if somebody's beside me, but usually if somebody's beside me, like, they're kind of protecting me from the sun. So if I can have that awning going out the front, it's going to protect my products a lot better from the sun. And also I'll be able to have better protection for my chalkboard or anything else that is kind of sitting more towards the front, or even just outside of my canopy area. If you guys remember from last week, I had talked about that I was going to make a hemp oil soap, and that I was going to use a Nag Champa fragrance on it, and then I was going to put loofahs in. Well, so I already went ahead and made 4 bars, and I will show that to you guys. I love, love, love how it turned out. I'm definitely gonna make another batch. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make my peppermint soap. It's not a soap that I particularly love to make, but I have people that walk into my booth and they're like, I'm only buying you soap from you if you have peppermint. So, sometimes in business, somebody told me this like 15 years ago. They're like, if you're gonna run a business, you have to remember that it's not about the items that you like, it's about what your customers want. That was just so true. Keep in mind, you guys, like, if there's ever anything that you're thinking about adding, but you're like, oh, I don't really like that, but your customers may love it. So that's all that matters. I'll go ahead and make a peppermint soap. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the coconut and acai. I also need to make some embeds for 2 soaps that are coming up, a succulent soap and also my white sand beaches soap. So I'm gonna make some embeds that are succulents, and then I'm also going to make some embeds that are seashells and seahorses. If you guys watched my video a couple of videos ago, when I was doing the Amazon unboxing, I had I'll just show you guys in a minute here. So here are the embeds that I want to do. So these are all the different sizes of the succulent ones. And then these are all the seashells and the seahorses. So for the succulents, I'm going to do really bright colors. And for the seashell ones, I have a little bit of like a melt and pour oatmeal left over. And so that has like the little the little grainy pieces of oatmeal in it, which will look really great for some of the seashells, you know, if you think about it, how they look on the beach. And then I think for the seahorses, I'm going to incorporate these two colors somehow. Here's the soap that I was just talking about. We can go ahead and unmold these now. I have one that's just a little bit smaller. There's something else that I wanted to show you guys. For like my soap ends and stuff, anything that is less than what the regular size bar is, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap and put in this little basket here. And then I'll just label this like smaller soaps or soap ends or something and mark them at, I don't know, $5 or something. That's kind of like half price. So if people don't necessarily know if they want to commit to a $9 bar of soap, they can try out one of these first. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these guys unmolded. So I did put the Himalayan salt on top. And then there's the little leaf on the back. I think that came out really pretty. And then I wish you guys could like smell the Nag Champa through the phone. So it's got a little bit of the natural, like olive, like this is the natural olive hemp seed base. So it's got a little bit of that character still in it, but then it's also got some of the green and the white mixed in. I think people will really like these. Hi everyone, it is now Wednesday, Valentine's Day actually, and I thought that I would be further ahead in the week by now. Here's what happened. Do you guys remember when I said that I had applied for Amazon Handmade and that I would expect that it would be done by the end of the week? Well, first, Amazon just has to approve, like they have to verify who you are as a business, like IRS forms, whatever. And they said that that would take, I think, up to 72 hours. And I think it only took about 24 hours. That was complete. Then I went in and applied for the Handmade, and they said that the Handmade would take, I think, 3 to 5 business days. Well, 3 to 5 business days literally turned into 1 hour, maybe less than an hour. So I was approved super quick. So yesterday I thought that I would go out and put some listings out there. I don't know how many of you are on Amazon Handmade, if any of you are, but the difficulty in comparison to listing on my website is probably 5 times as hard to put up one listing. Amazon is just super difficult. And you know, I used to own a business like 10 years ago and I used to resell items on there, and I had just forgotten how difficult. So literally, I don't know how many hours I spent on it yesterday. You know, of course you have to set up your shipping settings and all of that. I don't know how long I spent on it yesterday, but I will tell you, I think I only got like 6 listings done. And then 2 of them, the pictures were just showing image unavailable. So I gave up on that and was really disappointed at the end of yesterday that that's all I got done. So, I mean, I have such a long list of things to do. Today, the goal is to try to get to editing a YouTube that I made for you guys about starting an LLC. And then I also would love to try to get to making some of these soaps because I have like all the ingredients and the colors and everything laid out everywhere. So that is my goal, to get through those things today. I'm going to put Amazon on the back burner. Like I can just do those listings while I'm sitting on the couch at night watching TV or something. I'm not going to give up my daytime hours to that, because even to be able to make my money back on Amazon Handmade, I had to raise my prices and then put a shipping cost in on top of that. And then, so there's this whole thing with Amazon Handmade that if you are not a brand, then I don't believe you can actually have an Amazon store. So people are only going to find my items one item at a time, and I can't do my purchase $59, get free shipping. So I don't expect a lot of sales off of Amazon, so I'm just not going to dedicate a whole lot of time to them. You guys, my sign finally came in. Do you remember this sign that I ordered to that's going to go on a hinge outside my booth? I'm gonna actually show you it up on the canopy in another video. I just don't have that ready to go yet. The the new canopy is sitting over there waiting for attention. She first shipped this out, by the way, and these hearts came in blue. And I messaged her right away and said, my business colors are purple. And so she redid the whole sign and sent it to me again. So I will give her 5 stars. I just want to be able to take a picture for the review before I get it ready for her. And then I also wanted to show you this. So this year, when I'm going to the markets, I need extra room in my car because of new stands that I'm adding and new weights that I'm going to need. So I used to carry around just a little like office garbage can in my car, but it seemed like it was always taking up too much room. So look at this little trash can that I found online. It just smushes down. It's like it just smushes down like one of those windshield, covers that you put in your car. It just smushes down to nothing, and then you just wrap this around it, and boom, it's taking up no room in my car. So that is totally worth it to me. I bought some little lavender, which will go very well with my store, little lavender trash bags that I can use for this. And if you guys are wondering why I need a trash for my business, it's because when people test my body butters, they use these little sticks and need somewhere to throw them away. So I try to keep that up front somewhere. And then I'll just have to figure out a way. I think what I'm going to do is just put a heavy rock in the bottom so that it doesn't blow away. Because if you've been a market vendor, you know you always have to have a method for making sure stuff stays in your booth and not completely, because this is so lightweight. If the wind got a hold of it, it would just take off. Okay, so today I think I will show you guys a little bit of me editing my videos and then hopefully getting to the soaps, and we'll put some time lapse in there. So I think a little bit later in the week, I will take you guys outside and we'll set up the canopy and get that waterproofed. And then I also still have to, there are some pieces that I have from my markets that are in a wood color, like a light pine kind of color. And I want all my pieces to be white. Other than my mini bath bomb baskets, those are all black and wood color, and they're going to remain that way. I'm not going to mess with that. But everything else I want to be white in my booth. So I'm also going to do some spray painting of some nestling boxes and also my new plant shelf. So let's get started with some YouTube editing. It's now Tuesday, and here's what I'm up to today. A new enclosure just arrived for my bigger spider. Of course, she is in molt right now, and I have not seen her in 12 days. Well, I've seen her like come out briefly 3 times since then. So, jumping spiders are supposed to be in a molt for anywhere, when they're older, they're supposed to be in a molt anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks. I'm hoping since we are close to 2 weeks, we're only 2 days away from that she'll come out soon. I am going to make this a much better enclosure for her. So stay tuned on that. I cannot wait to show her this new enclosure. I got all my soap and beds done. All of these are for the Lush Succulent soap that I'm going to be making. And these are little pink Himalayan salt rocks colored with mica salt. And this is also going to be an accent. This is just Epsom salt colored with a brightly like white sparkly kind of mica. I'm gonna go ahead and make the succulent soap today and get that one done. All of the seashells are for my White Sand Beaches soap. However, I am waiting for organic vanilla bean powder for this. I don't know when that's going to arrive. That's what makes a really great looking sand like look in the soap. So the bottom is going to be like a sand layer, and then the next layer is going to look like waves, and then these guys are going to be sitting on top. I'm not using this guy for anything. I just wanted to make a mermaid tail and see how it would come out, and I had extra soap. So look at these little tiny seashells. That's crazy. They might get hidden in the soap, but I'll try to add them anyways. Here is another thing I've been working on. I had this camera bag, well, I purchased it to go with my Sony camera. However, I don't ever take my Sony camera outside of the house. And since I'm going to be doing about 4 times as many markets this year, I need a better like gear bag for the markets. Wait until you see how I have packed this up. I think this is going to be totally helpful for me this year. So first on the side, we just have like my mints, my lip gloss, lip balm in case I learned from last year at one of the markets, if you're going to be sitting out in the sun, I need SPF lip balm. On the other side, I have pens, which we need to fill out market forms. This is for my chalkboards if I need to erase anything. And then there's a little mini toolkit down here for my bath bomb stands. On the side pocket, I've just got Kleenex. I've got, deodorant, tampons, everything that a girl has to carry around just in case. I've got wet ones in here, and then this is my battery pack for my phone, or, anything else that I'm carrying around in case it needs to be charged on the fly. And then inside, I have my bill verifier to make sure it's not a counterfeit. My keys for my cash box. My square charger on its docking station. This is another tool I have to use for my bath bomb stands when they loosen up. And here is extra coin change in case I need it. My cords, my little envelopes for my gift cards. There's my gift cards, my regular business cards, my business card holder, and then these are little clips that my bath bomb signage goes on. So yeah, I am really in love with this. I think this is going to help me big time. And I like how well, this is padded to protect these valuables. Oh, and then this pocket over here. So this is, just my money bag for the bank. And then I will be able to fit my iPad in here, my phone, and my wallet. So I feel much better about this because last year I just carried a bag where everything was hanging out and I didn't have room for these guys in there. Hey guys, it's now Thursday. Here's what I'm up to today. So I have 3 soaps ready to cut. This last one here is my African black soap, which if you guys have never tried African black soap, and I'm not making any claims against the FDA, I'm just saying if you have acne issues or eczema issues, this might be a soap to try. It is the only soap I will use on my face because even at my age, I will still get acne breakouts without it. So just a testimonial from myself. And I actually had a customer drive an hour last week to come pick some up from me. So that's another testimonial. This one is my new coconut acai soap. I'm new to swirling soap, and so far I don't seem to have the right balance in how to get swirls out of my soap. If you're not a soap maker, what's the best way to describe this? You can't do the kind of swirls you want if your soap starts to thicken too fast. And all of my soaps seem to start to thicken too fast. I'm gonna try a new recipe for my new lavender soap, and hopefully I can keep that one liquid enough to do some nice swirls. But I did try a new method with this one, and I tried an old method with this one again, so I don't know. We'll see. You never know, like you throw these soaps together and you never know until you cut them to see how your swirl actually comes out. But this one looks really pretty on the top anyways. I'm loving that. And then I did like a green and just natural color base. I actually did 2 color greens and then like a natural color. So I'll show you guys in a minute how that comes out. Another thing that I am up to, so you guys know these as my little mason jar candles. I decided I want to give them a little extra flair. So I'm going to tie some jute string around them with a bow. And then I found these awesome little charms with mountains on them, which is just perfect for Colorado. I get a lot of tourists at my booth, you know, a lot of people coming through these mountain towns just like one time and want to pick up something. That's why I title a lot of my products with Colorado on them. A lot of people also come into my booth and want to make a gift basket for someone and put all handmade Colorado items in them. Again, that's another reason why people come to my booth. So I thought, you know, that'd just be really cute to give them a little bit of extra, just like that feeling of like it's a gift from Colorado. So I will show you guys the soap once I've cut them, and also show you these guys once I have added the little bit of extra detail on them. Here are the soaps cut. So this one only looks like this cute on 2 pieces, unfortunately. Some of them didn't, the white didn't even really show up a whole lot. So that's okay. I am still very, very happy with these bars. I think they look really cute. So this is acai powder here. This is nutshells ground up, and then this is the organic coconut shreds. The bar, it has a coconut acai scent that is just very clean smelling. So I love it. I did want this swirl like more in the center and thought it would look cuter, but you guys, look how cute this one looks. These kind of swirls is exactly what I am trying to achieve. I just think that is so pretty. So this one is going to be called Succulent Garden. I used a lush succulent scent, and that one smells really pretty too. So customers can just pick, you know, exactly which bar they want, depending on the colors. And then for the candles, I've got 2 designs going on here, and I can't really decide which one I want to go with. So I've got the little bow, little mountain charm. And then this one kind of did like a little, I don't know what you would call that, like a little crossover tie. I like them both. Can you guys like vote in the comments and help me out? Do you like candle A with the bow, or do you like candle B with the like crossover? I think I'm gonna wait and see how you guys vote. Like, which one would you purchase if you were at the market? Which one would you find cuter for like a gift basket or something? All right, well guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close out the vlog here. And the next vlog is when we're going to be going outside and looking at the canopies and stuff. So I think I'll just start a new vlog for that one. If you guys like my content, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I will have lots more coming up in the future. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.